Please give a round of applause for Mr. Harry Glasson.
You can't see anybody up here. You got light shining in your eyes like a lamb rabbit. You can see a few shining heads out there anyway. I suppose there must be a few out there. Sir Cloudsley Shovel. I thought he was the managing director of Spear and Jackson. There are a few older gardeners in here. I did that the other night and nobody smiled. This song is called November Calls, and well, you know what November calls like. It called really badly this year, didn't it? And this should be sung by a woman, really, but I'm as close as you're going to get. Fierce the storm that blows ashore on the granite cliffs that have seen it all before. As in her way, November calls, with the wind that blows and with her winter squalls. Now seagulls skim above the foam, a battling trawler fights its way back home. You sailor boys who are so brave, yes, you who make your life upon the wave. Oh, you out there, you show no fear, and you seem content to leave us standing here. Oh, standing here upon these harbour walls, wishing you were home when wild November calls. Pale sun shines through the cloud, and strong the wind that blows at a broken shroud. And as bulwarks dip beneath the blue, November does what she will always do. She'll blow as hard as she can blow. And when she's gone she'll say, I told you so. You sailor boys, you are so brave, yes, you who make your life upon the wave. Oh, you out there, you show no fear, and you seem content to leave us standing here. Oh, standing here upon these harbour walls, wishing you were home when wild November calls. In our eyes, the salty spray, as we look out across that steely grey, just to catch a glimpse of a lofty mast, and to know you're coming home at last. And still we stand on these harbour walls, wishing you were home when wild November calls. You sailor boys, you are so brave, yes, you who make your life upon the wave. Oh, you out there who show no fear, you seem content to leave us standing here. Oh, standing here upon these harbour walls, wishing you were home when wild November calls. Wishing you were home when wild November calls. Thank you very much. I didn't start out writing songs. I started out writing dialect verse. And sadly, as everybody knows, we're losing our dialect. I think the coming of radio first and then television And now, with people moving all over the country like they do for work and everything else, is our dialects everywhere throughout the country, or throughout the world, actually. We're losing them. And I do like to hear a bit of dialect, especially Cornish dialect. So when I was out walking this morning, I met Joe Williams from over Curleen, his brother, at the post office, you know what I mean. He always wore a waistcoat, and he used to work down there at Kew. He used to tend horses. You know him, of course you do. He had a sister married a soldier, was down here during the war. He gave her a kid, and off he went, and we didn't see him no more. But I tell you where we last saw him, dude, was in Alston, Florida. Now, whether he was sober, I really couldn't say. But I tell you who he's related to is the Robertses over at Cornell. They used to have a blacksmith shop and a wheelwright shop as well. You know, his mother was a Roberts, but his father was from down Penzance. He had an uncle on his mother's side, was killed in the war in France. But if you don't know him, there isn't a lot more I can say. But he's pinching your taters out your field. So long, I'm on my way. Thank you. We can have simple stuff, I don't. You know I'm an old man, you go and get these newfangled jobs, you know. I'm used to playing a 12-string guitar, because at least you get more chance of hitting one string in 12 with me, like, you know what I mean? Next one, don't get too whatever it is. Keen, no, don't get too keen. Somebody said there just now that I look like Johnny Cash up here. Johnny Cash. I keep my pants tied up with a ball of twine. I keep my flies wide open all the time. Every time a girl steps in the line, I pull the twine. I've never heard of them. A lot of people ask me what is my favourite song, and they say, well, it must be Come On My Own. Well, it's becoming my favourite song since the Fisherman's Friends put it in their film, and the royalties come rolling in. It's becoming more and more of a favourite all the time. But actually, my favourite song is this one, and it's called Simple Pleasures. And it's like me, just a simple man. Simple pleasures like a pasty in the hand. As you sit and watch a foamer swoop and glide. Or sitting with your children, building castles in the sand. Watch a fishing boat returning on the tide. Hear a lark sing high up on the moor, or the perfumed honeysuckle in the lane. To sit and watch a mewing buzzard soar, or walking in the gentle summer rain. And someday when I'm older, when I'm wise, and maybe passing time will dim my eyes, it's memories like this I'll call hand. The memories of a simple Cornish man. Simple pleasures like a little fall of snow that turn barbed wire fences into lace. Sitting in the flickering candle glow as dancing shadows play across your face, or the dog that curls itself around your toes as that eastern wind blows underneath your door. Jack Frost nipping at your nose as you walk across the winter sun shore. And someday when I'm older, when I'm wise, and maybe the passing time will dim my eyes, it's Memories like this are cold and the memories of a simple Cornish man. Simple pleasures like the girl you got to know, who stayed down in Marazion for just a week, walking to the mount when the evening tide was low, holding hands and two in love to speak, for the halo that the moon made round her hair, as the lights of Mousel danced upon the sea. When she cried, it was more than you could bear, and these simple memories mean so much to me. And someday when I'm older, when I'm wise, and maybe the passing time will dim my eyes, it's memories like this I'll call to hand, the memories of a simple Cornish man. Yes, it's memories like this I'll call to hand, the memories of a simple Cornish man. Thank you. Rubber job. The Cape Singers recorded that a long time ago, around 2000, I think it was, something like that probably. And they did it differently. They didn't do the last verse because Pete Angwin, who was president at the time, said, or chairman, said that it was kind of special to me and not to them in a way. So they did it like four-line verses, whereas I do them in 3 8-line verses. Anyway, I went up to Weybridge, the folk festival up there, and I was playing it up there in a pub one day. They had like a session thing, and I sang that. And this chap came up to me afterwards and said, "Where do you get that last verse from?" I said, "I wrote it." He said, "Does Harry know that?" So I can tell where people learn the songs from. It's like Will does one of my songs, Newlin, and he does it different to me. And I can tell if I meet somebody and they sing the song, well, they learned it from my recording or from me or from Will. Isn't that right? I think he does a better version, but there you go. Don't go telling him, will you? Anyway, this next song, where's I got a whistle player. I don't often play with musicians. I come from the what they call the Woody Guthrie School of Music. Anybody playing more than 3 chords is showing off. This next song is about, I actually got inspired by reading a book, and the book was called Not Only in Stone, and it was about a couple who went from, I think the St Ives area, Carbis Bay area, out to Australia, and their life over there. And while I was reading the book, I was thinking that, can you imagine doing that? I mean, just leaving. You know, you're never going to see your family again. Probably moving 10,000 miles across the globe in a sailing boat. You know, it's not like it is today. Or today we can pick up a phone and we can even see them as we speak to them. Back then, a letter would take 6, 8, 10 months to go out, come back, and you've got to imagine somebody up in Redruth reading it. No, it can't be Redruth. They don't read up there, do they? Somebody down in Buryan reading. Well, it won't be some Buryan because there's no mining down here, huh? It's unjust they wouldn't have a pen unless somebody stole one. I can't go say anything about it. And he wrote, somebody reading a letter from somebody else in Australia, and it's called A Letter Home. received a letter from Australia yesterday, and it said that everyone out there was fine. That Jenny had a baby on the 19th of December, and Joe had found a job down in the mine. That the town of Gadina is growing bigger every day, with more cousin Jacks arrived on every train. And it's hot and it's dusty, not a lot like home. And it's funny, but I really miss the rain. Our cottages are made of wood, gables built of stone, and you could fry eggs on a tin roof in the middle of the day. And the dirt and dust gets everywhere, hard to keep things clean, and it's a full-time job to keep the flies away. Joe's making good in Wallaroo, the copper price stays high, and there's Cornish lads that work on every core. And I can see the headgear a mile out on the hill, and the teamsters drive their wagons past my door. Oh, yours, Dan. It's so good to hear Dialect from home, for it cheers me when I feel so far away. Out here in South Australia, there's a living to be had. In Cornwall it was hard to earn your pay. And maybe if the Lord will spare, if things go on alright, I will feel the rain in Cornwall just once more. For I've grown to love Australia and the life that we have made. But Lord, how I miss my native shore. So I received a letter from Australia yesterday, and it said that everyone out there was fine. And I read it with some sadness and a little misty tear, for the heart that was so far away from mine. For the heart that was so far away from mine. Thank you.